Effective care of a newborn starts right after successful delivery. It is assumed that the health experts provide mothers with all the necessary information needed to keep their babies healthy. Unfortunately, mothers do otherwise due to misinformation from the community. Welcome to HEALTHLINK TV show. This program is proudly sponsored by Frito Vegetable Oil, Indomie Instant Noodles, Cerelac, Pepsodent, Close-Up, Ocean Sardines, and Amok Ventures. In today's episode, our guests will dive into step-by-step care of newborns after discharge. Let's go for a breather. When we come back, we'll start our discussion on care of newborns. Welcome back. So today I have with me Efe and Miriam, both from University of Ghana Medical Center, specifically the pediatric unit. So Efe and Miriam, you're welcome to HEALTHLINK TV show.
Thank you.
If I like your baby.
Thanks.
So Efe, who is a newborn?
Okay, so I think basically when we say newborn, it's a baby we just gave birth to let's say 2-3 months.
Okay.
That is what we will classify as a newborn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when do you mostly discharge a mother and the baby home?
I think that discharge is mostly done when baby has been assessed by a midwife after delivery.
Okay.
And then baby is fine.
Okay.
If baby is fine at that time, baby can go home with the mother. And most of the time too, we assess if the mother is in the right position to take good care of the baby.
Okay.
In terms of the general care of the baby, talking about how the baby would latch well, would be positioned well at the breast to be able to suck. Because if the baby is not able to suck well, baby wouldn't get enough food and would have to come back to the hospital with dehydration and other complications. So we would make sure that mother is able to put baby to breast well, be able to change diapers, be able to do the cord care, and know certain basic things mother is supposed to do to care for the baby. And upon that assessment, if baby is fine, baby would be discharged.
Miriam, so where care of a baby is starting?
It usually starts immediately after delivery of the baby.
Okay.
It starts there because even after delivery, you have to clean, cut cord, dress the baby, give some injections, which is vitamin K injection. It's a prophylaxis to prevent complications of...
breaking it down because we just say, to prophylaxis, I say. Do you get it?
Okay, you can say prophylaxis. It means a dry,
okay.
In future, a bit messy in future.
Okay.
So when there is bleeding in future, because the baby has been injected with the vitamin K injection, that will a bit see a for bleeding.
How should a mother take care of a baby? Mother be wahano wa usisia na or share. Then I will person mother a baby no will live a healthy life.
I'm very certain all mothers know, because immediately you get pregnant, you are encouraged to go for ANC clinics.
Okay.
So as and when you start the ANC, you are being taught or you are being guided as to the care you have to provide to your child when the baby is born, which includes how to latch, how to proper breastfeed.
Please hold on. The latch, kindly break it down.
Latching simply means how to put your baby or attach your baby to breast.
And then I think our baby is here, so
demonstrate. So
imagine I'm a new mother. This is my first time. Before I even start, I've already been taught how to breastfeed or how to proper latch. So 4 of your fingers will go beneath your breast, then the thumb on top of it, which will help to guide the breast into the baby's mouth. Okay. So this is how it should go. The
so
nipple,
and say me who say mothers need
no, it's not done like that.
Okay.
It's not done like that. Once other ones are so a funny not so as your nowadays or thumb not so strong now. There is this black colored skin. Your friend areola.
Okay.
A more half. I was say a call akolane num. So that akolane numa one normal frama. If more than half of the skin hasn't entered into the baby's mouth, or sakia, say you'll be hearing this sound.
Okay.
Okay. So it means that the baby is not sucking well or is not taking the breast milk he's supposed to take. So please, when they go for ANC and we counsel and educate them, and we so that at the end the baby will be fine as we all want.
Okay, so apart from the teaching the mother how to breastfeed a baby, what other things? Efe, can you add more to it?
So okay, she's already spoken about the position of the baby.
Okay.
So we'll talk about the cord care.
Okay.
It's very important because if
that's according to
yes. So one I see now when one send a teacher will say one in year a bit to me I'm a cloning infection and I don't say I am per se a be manesi. In terms of what says send your hospital like chair or the cotton and spirits no base most of the time no near chair mothers is someone you see. Inti send your base a chair so be you no one make sure say oh be ya wa hon sa no why no come na infection be amba send your mubesi omodian your mubedi send your base a store mo milk no it was so make sure say oh be store ni ye milk no o pesa wo express na wo di share fridge wo betimi di share fridge mu and also betimi di share freezer the freezer no betimi a mu for about 6 months you can still use it until the here na say di share freezer wo hia say wo be use a no way aba bonten eto a na way use eni say eto a na di egun si o hie mu and eni say wo de ice no egun etun si o hie mu
okay
e wo say wo de to ho and also wo de to just tepid water insio kwa
did they another
pipe
anuncio
okay
now they are two
okay
sana anane amount now wafa there was offer now they are makola
Mimi, I have this issue with mothers. The way omu jari omomba no she me hu se mother be jari ne ban na so she be odeni mi akra ni tipa oh like it's so because akwani sir yes can you at least educate us on how to at least like take care of your baby or bath your baby after delivery?
Bathing after delivery is not even compulsory.
Okay.
So I don't know why she needs to boil water and man shake and sana was no. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
You can even bath your baby at most 3 times a week.
But me say when jari akra na hobo obi owo sense no
it's because of the you can clean your baby. That like we have these smaller towels we use. Obviously, they are twin with Savlon. Then now watch him. Then you use that to clean the baby. You don't necessarily have to bath with the boiled water. But when you are bathing with the boiled water too, don't make the water too boil. No.
Well, no to give the baby a nice ass shape.
I've also heard about that. Like when you use this hot water with towels, you can shape the head of your child. No, it's not done like that. If you do that, he knows what he's doing. So it takes stages for him or her to grow. No, that has already been done. Okay. The baby has come with his or her shape. But I've heard some people saying that it works. But there's no factual... No. There's nothing as such.
Thank you. Efe, I also heard this, not I've heard, I've even seen it, witnessed it. Grandmothers, no, almost the hot water, go inside the reproductive organ. So if female, they'll be like pouring the hot water there. Sometimes even in the... the hot water, almost say a crow, a bit healing, and even in the males as well. Oh yes,
yes, it's true.
Almost they go inside the penis, say crowby were inside. How true is that?
All these things are some of the misconceptions that like maybe are
no
maybe say no. Akola the reproductive part a crowby any ho.
Okay.
A crowby any ho was the hot water eguso and even cord no cramp na a chrono and
it doesn't need hot water for it to...
with the hot water eguho.
Okay.
Because and no one share ya obey crana hot water and crack or brick no more.
Okay. Okay.
Into the one you say at show hospital and say it's spirits no and the cotton no. You just go by that.
Yes. Spirits and cotton strictly.
You want to always keep the place dry. It has to be dry. When it is wet, you introduce infections to the place.
Exactly.
All right.
That might lead you to going back to the hospital. In this hot Ghana.
Well, I've seen that some mothers are complaining that omoja or moba the females. Omoja or moba diaper the baby is menstruating.
False menstruation.
What about the white, like obviously white discharge be?
You see,
is it that the baby is having candida or something?
No.
The mother, the baby's after delivery, the baby has some of the mother's, you know, estrogen and some of these things.
That's the hormone. No?
Yeah, the hormones. So definitely, akolano benya ubehusa enyaman kakra. It is not wrong.
Okay. Any problem there?
Any problem. With time and one kasabe then ebe clear for you.
Okay, I want us to talk about some of the danger signs that we should look out for in babies. But before that, viewers, you are watching HEALTHLINK TV show. This program is proudly sponsored by Frito Vegetable Oil, Indomie Instant Noodles, Cerelac, Pepsodent, Close Up, Ocean Sardines, and Amok Ventures. Let's go for a breather. When we come back, we'll continue our discussion for today. Welcome back. So before we went on break, we were discussing who a newborn is and how to care for newborns. So, Effie, how will you know that this baby is having a problem or there's a danger sign on a baby?
So there are certain danger signs that we tell mothers to look out for when they take their babies home.
Okay.
And some of them will talk about fever. And fever is basically the high body temperature. Most of the time, some hospitals will give the mothers thermometers to take home. So you make sure that you make good use of it.
Do you do it in your facility?
Yes, UGMC gives mothers thermometers to take home. So that from time to time, when you notice that the baby's temperature is too low or too high, you'll be able to feel that you quickly check. And then the range is 36.5, 37.5.
Okay.
So if it is to the extreme of both ends, you should take caution.
Okay.
So oshena se akolano ne dodoa. Because extreme cold is not also good for the baby. Until atare se obe wrapping so no wrapping yedi or so or sheche e katanitin sana awo ankonitin so mo mittens de omdeshishe omo sana de omdeshishe omo nine now they are show omo overall so obetimi ahye no overall no air conditioning so ofia eni so also ne gidi ema ehoni very cold junior colana ho cause anuntina wa breath for 9 months. It's apart from fever and so say extreme more than 37.5 on so. Nasa washesha nyama bebra you expose. Now we the first aid you can give is to ensure ventilation.
Okay. Any point so what's if your man parents you be
there be any sort if you but o de akola ko hospital na say ye what immunization some of them even the community health nurses will tell you that. So you want a draw way and who bets me until bets me the parents you, but say temperature not persist here. It might probably not be as a result of the immunization.
Okay.
So you should be concerned and you have to bring the baby to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think apart from the temperature, we can talk about jaundice.
What is jaundice?
Jaundice is simply the yellowish coloration of the skin and of the white is the sclera, the white part of the eye.
It's a yellow. Yes, I brony because I've been hearing so there or your brony the color. Okay, that's a problem.
Yellow. And most of the time, send your ube to me access to say a clanny yellow and say ummia ne skin no maybe on the forehead no ummia kuma ube who say that a hono aye yellowish because in Colabi or Muyetum no, or show me say, I want to share a who say, why yellow, but o blanche skin komo kakra obehu say ehon na yellow say aklane ni jaundice ehon will be just lighter than aklane skin.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
but aklane ye jaundice umia obehu say ehon aye den aye yellow. And unhu ne sanso a e wo say odi aklane ba hospital.
Ebi mu tumika say odi akra no etu awie ma o hata no mka na o hata no look at
yes.
Oh the color no oye okay.
Yes.
How true is that?
Well, there is some truth to it. It works for some people, but jaundice isn't great. It could be severe, but it could be mild. In Tibia, mild, no. And Ghana, no soon say area bo. You might not be able to wake up early in the morning to have the early sun bath. Or my friend is sun bath.
Okay.
To me, sorry, I'm not part to area and now for a planning tray. You might miss that period.
Okay.
Say a clan jaundice near mouth that doing that can help.
Okay.
But say a severe, it might not help. So the option you have is to bring the baby
to the hospital. Mariam, what about Accra Ofe? Mate say Accra Fefe, meaning Oye Kese. How true is that?
Sakola fear. It's not something you should sit in the house and just be looking at. You need to report to the hospital because when you ma be brave,
okay.
We did amana broso. We feeding the baby, so it has to come out so that he or she can feel comfortable.
Okay.
It could be an infection. That one, you have to bring the child to the hospital.
Okay.
They acquire investigations. Then we find out if it is bacterial infection or something. Then we start antibiotics.
Okay.
But you can't just sit in the house and be seeing your child vomiting without any... No. I've not even heard it before.
Oh, me the massive your grandmother seems to make us say Kesentina or so that apart from that, diarrhea. And predator saying I was say Accra passes too.
That would depend on your child, I think. So you have to steady your child when you are in the house. Ebia, in a day, he or she has poo-pooed 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. 6 times will be normal for a different child. 2 times will be normal for another child.
Okay.
So if you see that it's very frequent and you are seeing it's not normal, you need to report to the hospital.
Mimi, you are a midwife.
Yes.
So when can someone resume sex after delivery? And when can a mother conceive after delivery?
Okay. So before you resume sex after delivery, you have to physically heal.
Okay.
Because okawa in same PAC ewo ohonam. Ebinya te, when we say te, it means say we pra, like na say ate. Ni na was say pam. And to say like if it's not healed, you can't just go and have sex. You might endanger yourself even more.
Okay.
And even after delivery, so when you're there, there is dryness in your vagina. Do you get it? So if you have sex as early as 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you might not feel the way you used to feel. It might be painful.
So you need to advise our men because some of them will yeah.
So after delivery, you have to wait for at most 6 weeks and at least 4 weeks before you can have sex.
That is when you deliver through your
vagina.
What about cesarean section?
Regardless of the delivery.
Okay.
After 4 weeks at least and 6 weeks at most. You can get pregnant as quick as or as little as 3 weeks after delivery. You know, we tend to forget or it escapes us that we ovulate before we menstruate.
Okay.
Ye tunkosia and sana ye buyensa. So ye wuya ye dwene ho say mama ntwen se me bu me nsa nature say I'm fully prepared to be pregnant again, which is not like that. Before you wait for your menstruation, you are already pregnant.
That's why
because you've already ovulated
2 months after giving birth.
Yes.
Okay.
So who ovulate and sana we bunsa. So you have to check. You shouldn't wait till you menstruate before say obedre and say ebi as say me body no I'm full or like I've come back to normal until I can get pregnant.
So okay.
Getting pregnant as early as 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks after delivery is not healthy. Spacing is very, very healthy for yourself and for your child. For the unborn child again, for the new unborn child. Because when you space among your children, like 3 years, 2 years, although I'm not here to tell you how to space, Emma utimi hwe onkwala ni ye. One kasa emma wa hoden. You have the time and the chance to bond with your children very well, to take care of them very well. But say in term after delivery, you don't have the time to do it, especially if you don't have support or there is nobody to help around with you.
So Efe, do you have something to add to what Mimi said?
Okay, so I think the little thing I would want to add to what she said was the having sex after the period you have to have sex after you've delivered. So just not to let men run away to other ladies. I think there are other ways to, satisfy yourself, express love. And I think we shouldn't just focus on just the penetration.
All right.
I think foreplay is there.
All right, Efe, kindly give us a brief step-by-step information on how a mother should care for the baby at home.
Okay, care for a baby is quite broad.
Okay.
So we just mention
like on a normal day. On a normal day.
Yes. So we'll talk about baby, their positioning after eating, because most of the time babies tend to aspirate. After, so you make sure that no didi we are obebubonechi. Si obubonechi a obetume de aklana ato. Say make sure say nitino ewo wo shoulder no sro. Sana ne hwene antari wo shoulder no wabubonechi. So you would make a hole in your hand and
like
then
this?
Yes, and then you pat the back of the baby till the baby belts.
Okay.
Into a belchiria, obetume de nato. But people have this mentality that they need to nefuswa and money to me day, but and your mama who say emboa. No mom crab ma clown bibi na wa drink embaso. Nti so de clown to either so de never to nechi. No other niti. Ako enchen and I say o de never to nchen. O de net to nchen mu nkola pre. Into no nso abobo into manual de atunechi na as supporting nechi sa na otene cramp on nechi hwe. Se akola ne de ho kran na of fear. Ebe free nenum abegu and panaso enkoni hwinimu still than each year. And then ye wo fie no so de betimi aye ne akakord care dada enti de hia diaper no so wo ho de hia ne se obehu se ne ebesi asesa diaper no emma no o se omo diaper na nya no so apepa na eno ano no obie diaper ni ma you make sure that you clean from up to down. Eni se opepe free ne to ekọ baby a ne reproductive organ ne wo. It was also paper free a straw eba from so now one transfer pupu no from neto anko ni reproductive side o. Remember money they talk obi an shede ni ho nti. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, but still you can just clean from up to down.
All right. Yeah. Mimi, what do you have to tell our mothers out there?
Okay. So mothers, kindly feel relaxed. Be comfortable. Take care of your child well. I know you can do it. And yet, something so tiring or discomforting, you can do it. A lot of mothers have, even teenagers, now adolescents are able to give birth and they are able to care for their children very well. So feel relaxed and calm and adhere to all the guidelines and the teachings we give you before we discharge you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me on HEALTHLINK TV show. I think a big shout out to all the pediatric unit nurses.
Hello.
All right.
I'm happy to be part of the team.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching HEALTHLINK TV show. Join me same time next week for another amazing episode. HEALTHLINK, everything on health.